this story is the most funniest, the most craziest, the most coincidental thing that has ever happened in my entire life. So I'm gonna tell you guys a story about how I got caught cheating in high school and almost got my acceptance rescinded. Before I start, I want to give a little disclaimer. Cheating is bad. Don't you ever cheat. I hope that if you are somebody that is close to me, that I really care about what you guys think of me, please turn this video off because you don't want to know this. You don't want to know this. This is stupid. Don't even, just turn it off. Just turn it off. Where do I start? Okay, so senior year of high school. Everybody knows the most stressful part of senior year is the first semester. And the reason is because you have to apply for colleges. It's nerve-wracking, you know, you're putting yourself out there and you're waiting for colleges to really accept you. And it's really about whether or not you're worth anything or not. As an Asian American, it was huge, you know. It wasn't only stressful, but it was life or death, really. If you didn't get into your college that you wanted to, you might as well just die. If you don't get into a good college, why be alive, right? What am I saying? From my experience in high school, everybody tried really, really hard in your junior year and the second part of your senior year. I took my SATs, I did better than I expected, and I was just kind of carefree for the second semester. I would say by March, everybody knows where they're gonna go to college. Whether this person goes to USC or UC Santa Barbara or UCLA. And I was thankful enough to get accepted into UC Santa Barbara. Woo! Go Gauchos. So I SIR to UC Santa Barbara. By then I was relaxed, chill. I was like, okay, I know where I'm going. For the next few months, I'm just gonna chill and have fun. So I'm in my final for this class in which I did not study for because why bother, right? I'm taking the test, I'm like, fudge, like I do not know a single thing. I'm just like, I had a few friends in that class. My friend told me that she had gotten the first 50 questions of that final from another friend who was very smart. So I was like, hey friend, do you mind if we, you know, like, grab those answers, right? And she was like, yeah, sure, I mean, no problem, but I just want you to know that I don't know how accurate these answers are. And for me, it was just like, I don't mind. During the test, she kind of slipped me the answers. The next 2 weeks, I get my test score back and I passed. Like, thank you so much for the answers, you know, like I probably wouldn't have got the score without you. Actually, I know for sure I wouldn't have gotten the score without her. Everybody did well. Everybody got an A or a B, and everyone was just flying with living with flying colors. Is that a saying? So like a month or so later, I'm in that class, and he's in the process of throwing the Scantrons out. Literally, one by one, throwing out the Scantrons, right? As he is doing this, he takes one, drops it in there, and he looks back, he's like, wait a minute, there's no marks on this one. So he had thought, oh, interesting, I guess the Scantron missed this test. He flips it around and every single one on the back is incorrect. So the first 1 through 50 was 100% right, and the last 20 were 100% wrong. He took that, he kind of thought about it, and we kind of saw his face because he was making a little bit of, he was making weird sounds. He looks at that, he's like, okay, this is really interesting. Let me put this aside for a second. He goes through the other tests, and there's like a lot of them that are like that. A lot of them. And he's like, okay, So what he does next is he puts those tests down. He takes the one that he initially found, comes up to the front of the class, and he says, okay, class, I have a question to ask you guys. What would you guys do if you guys found out that someone had cheated on the final? If you were the teacher. And then being the stupid guy that I am, I guess I must have thought I was a class clown, but I wasn't because I'm not funny at all. I kind of raised my voice and was like, and the professor's just like, okay. Teacher goes to a seat. He seems like he's very deep in thought. We just assumed that someone got caught cheating, but he was just gonna confront them one-on-one. So we just went back to doing our own thing. Interesting thing about this moment is that when I look back on it, I can't believe I didn't think of this earlier. Like, why did I not think that that test could have possibly been mine? Okay, there's like 100 people that are in this class, like 3 different classes. There's no way that it could have been mine. It was mine. It was mine!
Alex, can I see you in the hallway really quick?
I'm like playing with my friends. This is me playing with my friends.
Oh my!
We're in the hallway now. I come in the hallway very, very timid. Not so much of a funny guy anymore. My professor turns around and looks at me and says,
Alex, you're not in trouble. Listen, I know you cheated. I just want to know how. I want to know who was involved. There will be no repercussions, and I promise you that I will forget about this whole thing. I just want to know who was involved and how it happened.
what a liar! I didn't cheat, man. I didn't cheat, man.
It's okay. Okay? It's okay, Alex. You didn't cheat. I know you didn't mean to, okay? Listen, I just want to know how it...
Man, I cheated. I know you cheated. I just want to know who did it. I'm sorry. I just cheated on my own. I just Well, where did you get the answers? The answers? I just got the answers with my head. What? What? Alright, Alex, you're gonna make this worse for yourself. Don't tell me the truth. I used my phone. I used the textbook. I brought up the textbook and the note. I had my computer with me, actually. Do you know Quizlet? I used Quizlet. It was rough. It was very, very scary. I was probably never... Nah, I can't say I was never that scared, but I was pretty scared. So I leave, I go back into the classroom, I sit there quietly, dead silent. Everyone's like,
hey Alex, what happened? What happened, bro? And I'm like, dude, are you okay? What happened, dude? Are you crying?
Within that week, I think over like 60 people got caught cheating. There's only like 100 people in the class. And I'm thinking to myself, how the F did 60 people cheat on the same test? That must have meant that the answers that I got circulated and then got to me pretty late, because I thought I was just getting answers from one friend that got it from another. I must have not have thought that maybe that friend got it from another friend, got it from another friend, from another friend, from another friend. Mind you, this was an honors class. Pretty much what was gonna happen was that the professors, that teacher had told the administration, and the administration's plan with the teacher was to ultimately call every single one of our colleges and get all of our acceptances rescinded. So yeah, everybody was very, very upset and very, very sad. We deserved it, but we were sad. The next 2 weeks were legitimate. It was absolutely insane. A bunch of parents were coming into school, banging on teacher's door, and legitimately bawling to them, begging him to forgive them. Parents going in and out, going in and out, going in and out, going in and out. I actually had one friend that actually got a lawyer, said that he's gonna sue the school. I don't know what you would sue the school for. You cheated, bro. And at this time, I actually didn't tell my parents yet because I was definitely afraid. Remember that time when I told you guys that college was pretty much life or death? Yeah, life or death here. I have to tell you guys how the whole 60 people cheating in the same way with the same answers happened. I have this one friend. He's a pretty crazy guy. He's a very risky guy. So he was a part of the class that took the final first. During that test, the professor actually got up for a moment and went into the hallway to grab something from another classroom. My friend, the crazy friend, he, I guess, felt the nerve to get up, grab his cell phone, and go to the professor's desk, go through all of his papers, find the answers to the test, snap a photo of the first 150 and go back to his seat before the professor gets back in the classroom. Everybody in that classroom saw it, and everybody in that classroom wanted the answers. Of course they did. So he started dispersing and disseminating and perspirating all of the answers to the classroom. Next thing you know, all 3 classes had the answer. Now, when I first got the answers, nobody had told me this story. So I took all 1 through 50 and put it onto my Scantron and changed like 4, 5, 6, 7 of them to different answers, right? I happened to pick the ones that were wrong of those 150 and change them into the correct answer. How? The reason why the answers I got were not perfect, but some of them were different, is because the person that got those answers was told, listen, all of these answers are 100% correct, so you'd better change some of them. They changed random ones. I got the answers. I changed those exact random ones back into the correct answers.
The prophecy is true.
That's impossible. How? Tell me how. What? How did I choose the ones that were wrong randomly and then change them? How? That,
What?
like,
The prophecy.
that in and of itself is impossible, and if that were in a movie, everyone would be like,
This is effing stupid.
oh man, I'm getting sweaty. And of the 100 people in this class, I was the one person that changed all the answers to the right ones and had perfect score. My professor knew that I was freaking stupid, so there was no way that I could have got a perfect score in the first half.
Here is where it gets even crazier.
So the teacher that caught everybody, he was in deep distress, okay? He realized that he could be potentially ruining 60 people's lives, or at least changing the course of their lives in just a few weeks, you know what I mean? And to top it off with the cherry, his wife was pregnant. So what, Alex? Who cares if his wife was pregnant? Like, so what? There's a bunch of pregnant women out there with with husbands that are dealing with people that are cheating. Really? His wife was pregnant, and not just pregnant, she was coming to the time of her birth.
The prophecy is true.
This was happening around the 9th month of her pregnancy. She's probably massive at this point. 9 months, that's a lot of months. And this is the part where it gets very, like, divine. This is like straight up God. Thank you, Lord. I have another friend that also got caught in the cheating. She was a volunteer at a hospital, volunteering for hours that she thought would help her get into college. My friend girl, she sees our professor running through the hallway, like this, like running. And then she finds out that he was actually there because his wife was delivering the baby. However much time it took for the delivery to happen, later, the teacher comes out of the room and just kind of like, oh my gosh. He's happy, he's very happy. He just has a baby, he just got a baby daughter. That's amazing. Baby daughter? I want a baby daughter. And giving birth, you know, it's a magical thing. Let me say this again. Giving birth is a magical thing. Magical. Get a baby and it'll solve all your problems. Don't take that advice, that's not true. The teacher comes out of the door. My teacher sees my friend in the hallway because she's still volunteering. He's like, come here. And she walks over to him and she's like,
Hey, Mr. Teacher. Congratulations on your baby, you know? Congratulations on your baby.
you know what he says? He says that he's gonna give Fs to everybody that took the final and cheated, and also just take their grade and drop it 1 grade below. So if they have a B, they're gonna finish the class with a C.
The prophecy is true.
This baby legitimately just saved our lives. Like, I don't know what this baby did, but it changed something and it was insane. That girl came to school the next day, like literally running, screaming at the top of our lungs, this miracle story. And that is how I got saved by a baby. Seriously, don't ever cheat. It's just not worth it, you know? And you can't, cheating's not gonna fly in college. You can't cheat in college. College is, first of all, way more strict. The consequences are way bigger. And actually, you go to college because you wanna learn the things you wanna learn. Like, if you go and you cheat on the things that you wanna learn, you're not actually learning what you wanna learn. So you don't actually learn anything. So when you get out of college, you're getting a job at something that you don't even know what to do. Maybe next time I'll tell you guys a story about how I got into UC Santa Barbara, went there, and then I dropped out. Just like this video, okay? Just like it. Just kidding. I don't need you guys' likes. I don't give an F. Just kidding. I do. I gotta stop living for people's approvals because it doesn't really matter if people like me or not. So it doesn't really...